Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, it is treasure map time. Everyone's favorite time of the month. We're diving into the New World League with the buildable teams, or the more accessible teams, whatever you want to call them, the no new badge teams, to take down Cp-9 Spandom and Arlong for the 5+. Now, this particular treasure map, look, it's a bit of a doozy, this one, because they have just gone and absolutely culled the boosted list, and I don't think it's a very good move on their behalf, because we need more boosted characters to help us get to 10 million points, and obviously a lot of people like to run speed strats and whatnot for the mini bosses, but you do want to try and build out a team that has at least a full boosted batch for the final stage. And honestly, this time around, for some people, it was pretty challenging to do that. Now remember, you don't have to do that. You can just have fun with the game mode, play it at your own pace. Remember, as long as you get to 2 million points and you get the characters 5+, that's really the end game here. Like, that's really the goal. Apologies for the choppy video. I'm still trying to work on a way to make better quality videos with my capture card. It just hasn't been working, everything I'm trying, and that's just the best I can do right now. So I do apologize for the choppy videos. Make sure to set it nice and high. Go into the advanced settings and set your video quality to the highest amount. And while you're down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. So, we're going to dive in against Arlong first. Now, for Arlong, they really, really want you to use Nami. We are going to be bringing a friend Captain Frankie for all of these teams. Well, for the final boss and the intrusion fight. And for the mini bosses, we're going to try and speed our way through, as well as getting a bunch of points as well. Because, look, the mini bosses, they're not all that much fun either, to be honest. So, let's grab ourselves Frankie Captain. Go like this. Grab good old Frankie. And for this team, we're utilizing Nami Karina as captain. We have the two 1.4 boosters, a 1.35 booster, and then two treasure map characters with the highest boost that we can get without having any of the new badge. So that is the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, I'm hoping these work, to be honest. As mentioned, this treasure map was an absolute doozy. And hopefully you guys picked up Nami Karina, because I've been screaming at people. Make sure to get your hands on Nami Karina. They are a fantastic unit for treasure maps. And once again, they show dividends of why they're so valuable. Now, Nami Karina are going to buff everyone. Frankie's only buffing particular units. However, our Dex units are the ones that we care about. They're the ones that are going to be doing all the damage. So that's always a fun time. Now, on turn 2 of the Arlong fight, if I remember correctly, you get burned, and you also get a full bot of block orbs. Or you get attack down. I can't remember exactly which one it is. Okay, you get the burn, and you get the block orbs. So we have Brook to help us with some defense up removal there. And then we're going to be utilizing the Luffy to get around the burn, as well as the what's it called? The burn, as well as the block orbs. We also have Nami Karina's super swap here. They can actually give us 3 turns of a base stat boost. They're also going to give us block orb manipulation as well, which is really, really nice. Now remember, with Frankie, if you hit with barrier pen, you are going to remove the rest of the defense up. So that's basically the plan here. We're going to tap our way with Frankie. Then I'm going to hit with these units. That's going to remove the rest of the, what's it called? Going to remove the rest of the defense up thanks to the barrier pen. So make sure your friend Captain Frankie has barrier pen at max. So that way you can remove the rest of the defense up. I was using Brook there because we do need another 2 turns of defense up. And it works out pretty nicely. Now you do get blow away on this final stage on your bottom row. Very annoying stuff. I think I was using, I think I was meant to use Frankie on that final stage. Yeah, I have a feeling I was meant to use Frankie the turn before for a color affinity carryover. I think that was definitely what I was meant to do. Or I was meant to use Luffy to remove the special bind. One of the two, honestly. One of the two. For this stage, we're going to utilize Law first. Law is going to give us a full bottle of orbs, which is always fun. He's also going to give us oh, he doesn't rotate G-Orbs. That's interesting. So if he has a G-Orb, he gives you the 3 turns of a chain boundary. That's always fun. We can use him the turn before. We're then going to use the special of Mihawk to remove the damage reduction. With removing damage reduction on this final fight, if you remove it, he reapplies it for 6 turns. And this is where Nami Karina comes in clutch, because Nami Karina can just remove it again. And they're going to also remove the paralysis, which is awesome. You also get a attack boost with Nami Karina. You have the orb buff with Mihawk. Unfortunately, you're not giving the orb buff to Frankie. But at the end of the day, that really doesn't matter all that much. Because as you guys will see here, you tap with any of those bottom units, they are going to do a lot of damage. You're obviously not going to miss. I'm playing with a capture card and it stuffs my tap timing up, but look, it is what it is. We move. We get the dub against the Intrusion. So, team worked fine. Use Frankie on the turn before as well. That's going to give you 3 turns of color affinity. Very important that you guys do that. Because we brought other damage reduction removers as well. So, Intrusion, not too bad. Provided you have, obviously, Luffy and you have Nami Karina. If you don't have Luffy, you could just replace him with another burn remover. Nami Karina are going to take care of the block orb, so that's really, really fun. Or you could bring a special mind removal, but as you guys saw there, it really wasn't essential. So bringing a burn remover is probably a better move, if you ask me. So there you go. That's always fun. So let's make our way around the board. I always like to take the path of the cards, because cards are always fun. I do obviously have the boosters, so we do get the extra effects. So let's make our way around here. Obviously, these lower... Well, they're on a 5 turn now. If I remember correctly, they were always on a 3 turn? Were they always on a 3 turn? I think they were on a 3 turn. I think they might have upped that. That's very interesting. The thing about Treasure Map is that I do like that they are steadily improving the game mode. Like, they're making it easier to get to 10 million points. All that fun stuff as well. So, there are upsides to Treasure Map. But, like, look, the boosted list is probably one of the most important factors when it comes to the game mode. So, making sure the boosted list is right for that mid-game to a new player. And that's where you really want to focus. So, Bandai, if you're watching this video, make sure you guys focus on your boosted list, man. Like, your boosted list is the crux of the game mode, if I'm being completely honest. So, unfortunately, we've got a tablet. I would have liked some more cards, because getting some of those nav level ups is going to be very, very valuable. I don't have much time to play the game over the weekend. So I'm really glad to have all the boosters. It'll help me get to 10 points probably like tomorrow, and then I can kind of move on from there. We are going to have to take on Icarus Much, because we are moving along the map. For Icarus Much, I am using Koala as our captain, and I'm utilizing some... Oh, we're going to go back to same character now. I'm utilizing some Cerebral-based characters, some Fighter-based characters, and mainly Dex-based characters. Icarus basically has Special Rewind on the final stage, and they want you to bring Mihawk, but we want to use Mihawk on our final stage, so Koala basically takes care of that Special Rewind. Nice and hunky-dory for us. Other units we have on the team, we have Blackbeard, the 1.25 booster. He's literally here as a wave clearer. We have Hiyori for orbs, and then I believe Jinbei is going to be our damage reduction remover, if I remember correctly. So we can use Blackbeard here. He wave clears. His special isn't the fastest, but if you guys are doing stuff, I don't know, making dinner, walking the dog, all that fun stuff, you can utilize his special, and he is going to wave clear for you. And then you can use Izukiku. Izukiku are going to wave clear very nicely on turn 2. They're nice and fast. Plus, they give you 3 turns of a chain boundary, which is very, very good. So, their chain boundary is absolutely exceptional. Plus, or chain lock, I should say. Plus, you carry it into the final stage. With that, we just have to remove the damage reduction. We already have a chain boost, so we get an attack boost from our boy Jinbei. It is 7 turns, which is so weird, because they want you to use Mihawk here, and, like, Mihawk removes 6 turns, so I don't get it. If you guys understand it, let me know in the comment section below, but there you guys go. Use Jinbei. You get an attack boost, he removes damage reduction, you're good to go, easy peasy, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Let's move on back to the map now, and let's keep it rolling. I think we can kind of just make our way to the final boss now. I don't think there's any more intrusions. I'd love a 1 here though. Okay, that's fine, we didn't need a 1. Oh, that's so good. I love not landing on any of the gold cards. That's so good for me. I love that. That's so good for my mental health. Fuck it. We'll get the rainbow chest. I like cards more than these chests. These never give me anything good, so yeah, cool. 10 turns to strength. Yeah, mad. I love that for me. That was so good, guys. Didn't anyone else have as much fun as I did? Watch me get a... Oh, I was like, if you give me a 1 now, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna snap. Alright, beautiful. Let's go take on the mini bosses. First, we have, is it what's his name? Fukuro? No, I'm so bad at names. Is it Fukujo? Fukuja? I don't know, man. Can you just tell me the name of this guy, man, before I look? Fukuro! Master Fukuro! We are using double Luffy for this. Luffy's great. He is obviously free to play. A lot of you guys should have him. If you guys don't, I don't know what to tell you. Like, they give it to him in PK and in co-op, so everyone should have this character. We're using the Treasure Map Zoro as a wave clearer here. If you guys don't have Treasure Map Zoro, look, use a different wave clearer, or you don't use wave clearing strats. That will also work for you guys too. You can get more points that way. Plus, if you guys don't have the animal support for Nami and the end of turn damage, you can replace Zoro with an end of turn damage user. They really want you to use the free-to-play treasure map Jinbei. He's going to be the man that removes basically everything on the final stage except for the resilience. They also want you to use 6+ lore, but we want to use 6+ lore on a different team. So we are basically going to just rotate all of those orbs there and say bada bing, bada boom, and take out Fukuro with the end of turn damage. We have Nami for... What does Nami do? I don't think Nami's just here for that support, I suppose. So you could replace Nami with a resilience remover. Sanji's here for chain boundary. I mean, you could bring a support for orb damage, like Luffy's an attack booster. Like you got enough damage for ages. It'll get you to the 10 million points for sure. Plus, it's all super free-to-play friendly. Besides, I guess, and all, but there's replacements for that. Hell, you could bring Brook across if you want to. I don't think there's any Straw Hats that do end of turn damage off the top of my head. But Brook will definitely work. On to Sasaki now. Sasaki's weird, right? Sasaki starts as a quick unit and then moves into a Psy unit. So you do want to bring a combination of quick and int-based teams. And I feel like for this particular fight, if you just bring Carrot and Nami, then you're going to be fine. Carrot and Nami cover both fights. And then you can also bring You can also bring Robin and Koala. Robin and Koala do a lot for the team as well. So the combination of these sort of 3 units basically take care of everything except for the paralysis. And we can use supports for that because we have Bardo. They want you to bring Lore. Don't know why they want you to bring Lore, but they want you to bring Lore. I don't even know if Caesar's going to wave clear here. I hope Caesar wave clears here. Yeah, sick. All right, well, I use Caesar for double wave clearing. That's always fun. We do have the bird, though, so that could be a factor. But yeah, they want you to bring Lore, and I have no idea why. I think you get block orbs. Like, is that why? Is that really why they want you to bring Lore? Like, surely not. Like, I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. Your bottom row gets blinded, so make sure if you are using the special bind removal of Nami and Carrot, you are utilizing them as your captains. Very important that you guys do that. The downside to this team is you do have to use both of their specials. Another really good option would be using something like Halloween Ace as your actual captain, because Halloween Ace can remove blind with his special, and then you can utilize his special mind removal as a captain too, so that's always fun. You do have a color affinity buff with Robin Koala. You have an attack boosting special with Kobe Helmeppo, and then Lore's here just to look pretty. As you can see, wham bam, thank you ma'am, Sasaki goes down like a sack of shit. Sasaki's such a shit character, man. I don't know what they were thinking with like the Tobi Roppo. Like, Oda has done so much better with bad guys, and Sasaki is got to be the worst of the 5. Like, he came in, he got clapped by Frankie, and then he left. Like, he's just a woeful character, bro. So, that's the team. Look, there's probably better ways to do it. You could run probably, like, Uta as well. Uta and, like, Halloween lore shenanigans, and that's going to cover you. But Carrot and Nami, they do the job too. Moving on to Senor Pink. Senor Pink seems pretty annoying on paper, but look, if you have Gear 5, just bring Gear 5. Once again, this man shows why he is the best character in the game across the board. Like, he's just so good, man. Like, he's so good. For this particular fight, he just basically takes care of all of the defensive effects for you. Plus, there's a 200,000 death hit, so he takes care of that, bringing a friend. So, running 2 of them together works so nicely in these treasure map fights because you can just basically bypass a death hit, which is super valuable in itself. We have Brook here for the double wave clearing shenaniganry that is the fixed damage. But if you want, you could probably find a way to bring a different character because Zoro can clear turn 2. So you have a bit of options there. Like if you want to bring Brook, said Brook on the other team for the resilience removal, whatever, like more power to you. But I just wanted to showcase that you actually could do that. Something that I totally glossed over here is the... Oh, I think I can still use this, right? Yeah, sick. You can't use a chain boundary special in this stage, but you can use chain boosting. So that's why we brought Usopp. We've got some nice color affinity buffs with our boy Frankie. And then we have an attack boosting special with our boy Sober Mask. And then we should just melt there. We do get burned as well. However, don't worry about the burn. You're going to die here anyway. And the revive's basically just going to bring you back. Remember, Gear 5 cancels defensive effects. So it doesn't matter that your friend captain has some defensive effects because your captain will just remove them anyway. So that's always fun. Make sure you guys are bringing double gear 5 for that fight, it's just going to make your life so much easier, man. Like, it's so much nicer. Let's move on to the final fight now against Cp-9. Are they Cp-9? They're Cp-9, right? Yeah. Old school. We're going old school. We're versus Cp-9. Once again, we're pretty much using the same team with just different supports and different placement. It does the trick, I guess, which is kind of weird. I didn't actually process that. Yeah, it's literally the same team. So, always fun. Let's hope that it works. The support on Law is just more damage because Roger and Odin do buff slasher characters, which again, Nami Karina is buffing Frankie. But Frankie's not buffing the non-dex units, so bit of a downside to Frankie just being like two really shit classes, but the boosted list kind of favoring the good classes, so it is what it is. Let's move on to the middle fight here. We're going to kill these turtles. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bop. And I believe there's a tack down on this particular stage, and you get stunned. Now, Arlong's immune to stun, which is great. And then there's also damage reduction here. So what we want to do is we want to use Arlong to remove the stun. We're then going to utilize... Now, there is special reverse on the final stage. I remember this now. We're going to swap with Nami and Karina because we want the attack down removal. So we can use Karina's special to remove the attack down. And then we need to remove the damage reduction. So we're going to need to use the Mihawk special here. With that, we basically have everything that we need to take down this Fukura Juju stage. That's should be covered. Should be covered. We are getting a carryover effect from our boy Arlong, which is nice. That's going to give us base stats. That's going to give us a chain boost for the final stage, which is really good because I believe there's an attack down if you're below a certain chain. On the final stage, we do get special rewinded. There's also paralysis orbs. And like I said, you get an attack down if you're below a certain chain. There's also 6 turns. 6 turns? I thought it was 8 turns. Oh, yeah, it's 8 turns, but then we have the VV support. So 8 turns of Threshold brings it down to 6 with VV. And then we can utilize our Luffy support. No. We want to use the Frankie Superclass first to give the cooldowns, remove some of that Threshold. Frankie can remove more of that Threshold. Beautiful stuff. And then we can use Luffy to rotate those paralysis orbs. He's also going to give us some rainbow orbs. He also gives cooldowns to Law. And then we can use the Law special. And Law is going to give us a chain boundary. Unfortunately, we do not get the orb buff from Law. So if you can find maybe an orb booster for the final stage, like a support there, I don't know. You probably get a little bit more damage out. However, we should be pretty hunky-dory with that for a little while. I think we're going to be okay. So, there you guys go. They're the more buildable teams, or the no new batch teams, I should call them, because, look, we are utilizing some pretty hefty treasure map characters. I did a breakdown video for this, so make sure to go check that out if you guys want replacements. But look, the big replacements for the team is basically Luffy. You want to use a paralysis remover. You want to use a burn remover for the ambush. And for Nami Karina, you kind of just want to bring someone that can get around either attack down on the final stage, as well as the paralysis and the damage reduction for the previous stage there. So, look, it is a bit of what it is, but hey, with the boosted list we have, this is what we've come up with. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video anyway. If you did, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. If you guys need more teams, make sure to go check out the community. It's the beauty of having so many content creators within a community, is that everyone can show a perspective and help out where anyone needs to be helped out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, like I said. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Treasure Map. But if you did, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in these beautiful worlds, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.